Hi everyone, it's your boy Zach, and I'm back. I went over there. I cheated with Enterprise. I cheated with the Orville, but I'm back, baby. I'm back. Star Trek Discovery. I'm so happy. So I'm kind of weird. I jump around. I watched Star Trek Discovery season 2 before I watched season 1, and I started mix and matching them. I'm kind of caught up. I think 12 episode 12 is for season 2 is going to come out in 2 days, and I just watched episode 12 from season 1 right now. I watched the series finale of Enterprise and then I watched, what did I watch of Orville? It was like the episode from 2 weeks ago, but I really like Discovery, or at least I like Discovery when it's good for me. This is the episode 12. It's right there in the Mirror Universe, which is like the last storyline for season 1 of Discovery. And I am so into it. So this episode was all about relationships. It was about Stamets and Culber. It was about Michael Burnham and Emperor Georgiou, but it was also about Michael Burnham and Lorca, because we find out that Lorca and the Mirror Universe, Michael Burnham had a relationship. And then there was another one. Oh, what was that? Oh, and then L'Rell, the female Vulcan who changed. Oh my God. Okay, I'm just gonna have to. Volk Tyler, Ash Tyler, whatever. That's part of stupid. But anyway, the thing that I liked, or I at least learned to respect Enterprise. People gave a lot of really good suggestions for other episodes and arcs for me to watch. People are saying that there was like a 2-episode arc right before the series finale with Emperor Robocop, as they say on Red Letter Media, half in the bag. So I'm probably going to check that one out. And with the Orville, I'm on board. No pun intended for a ship show, but I'm on board. I'm basically gonna start catching up with the new ones. I think there's one from last week, and then the good thing about the Fox app is you get to see the new episodes for free. I think the next day, and then it shows you the last 6. So I can't catch up on the season, but I will get current with it. So I am gonna like it, and I like both of them, but I really love Star Trek Discovery. And it's kind of got everyone says, oh, Star Trek Discovery, oh, J.J. Abrams is for people who don't like Star Trek. Not exactly. It's for people who don't love Star Trek. And what I kind of got reminded of watching Enterprise, watching Orville, is Star Trek is at its heart very, very casual. There's a lot of pleasantness. There's like the sound of their door opening. The look of the uniforms. It's very much of a relaxing show, and a comforting franchise. In the future, we're all going to be evolved technologically, socially, culturally, everything. And it's a very nice, hopeful thing. Star Trek Discovery is quite the opposite. It's a very exciting future universe of, oh my gosh, everything is terrible. But in it, I find the humans to be more human than they are in other versions of Star Trek, where everyone's kind of evolved and very calm. They just did this, I forget what made me think about this. And I was like, what would be interesting storyline? If you reveal, and you could do this in Next Gen, you could do this in DS9, you could do this in anything, is you reveal that replicator food is drugged. And it's drugged to make you calm and not go insane when you're in space. And that's like one of the secrets of Starfleet. Everyone is just a little bit drugged, so they're just all kind of calm. And you can say Geordi had like a genetic predisposition where the calming drugs didn't work on him that well. that's why I always talk about when I rewatched Next Gen for the first time in like 20 years. I was kind of shocked by Geordi. Geordi is an a-hole. He's very angry. He's very controversial. He can be extremely passive aggressive, and he definitely did hashtag Me Too that hologram. But the thing is, he's kind of more of, he doesn't fit with everyone else. He's just, you ever notice when he's flipping out, everyone just has this placid look on their face? It kind of reminded me of when I was deployed to Iraq the second time, and I was put in, what was it, MNCI headquarters, multinational corporation, multinational coalition Iraq. So we would have, of course, you know, the Americans, but we had every other coalition force. And I just noticed this thing about Europeans, specifically the Brits, is they were just kind of more calm all the time. In fact, not being calm was seen as being a weakness. So, you know, I would say, not, I'm not like putting down Americans. I'm very proud to be American, but I think one of American trait is, you know, to get real angry and up in arms and be like, kind of, you know, make a stand or make a scene. And anytime an American did that around a Brit or a European, they would just be like, oh, take your meds. Like, they would just kind of they would get even more calm, and they would just kind of like, it wasn't a smirk. It was kind of just like a uncomfortable smile. Like, they're like, you know, I felt like they were thinking, I like Americans. They're really not that bad, but they keep doing this. So what I'm saying is, we basically got presented this very calm European Union future, but I think the future of space will be a lot more American. It'll be a lot more of sword fights and people flipping out and people getting in tragic love affairs, and that's what I really, really like about Star Trek. So they had a lot of probably my favorite relationship in all of Star Trek, which is Stamets and Culber. One of the reasons I like about it is it seems like a real relationship. They seem to be actually attracted to each other, actually in love, and yet they're not presented as a perfect couple or either one of them to be perfect people. One of the really just weird things about media currently is they always kind of make gay people and gay couples like angels. Like they just might just put wings on them and halos. Like everything's perfect and everything's idyllic. But Stamets and Culber have a very realistic relationship where they get frustrated with each other, and neither one's perfect, although Stamets is kind of an a-hole too. But I find Stamets very compelling and endearing. Then they have other ones that are kind of not as well drawn. You know, Michael Burnham is... I got frustrated with the latest episode of season 2 because Michael Burnham is literally the point at which the entire whatever that is, canon or prime, I forget. Let's just call it the Abrams universe. The Abrams-Kurtzman universe. The entire universe revolves around her. I mean, seriously. And now we find out that 2 entire universes revolve around her. Both the whatever Discovery universe and the Mirror universe. So it's like, but we get to see there's people can't stop adopting her either. You got Sarek, and is her name Amanda? Is it okay? Sarek and his wife, you know, and then Georgiou, and then Lorca had also kind of like, first he had a fatherly relationship with her, and then when she grew up, they had a romantic relationship. Ew. But I find Star Trek Discovery more human and compelling and endearing and interesting than I do the other Star Trek universes, which I also like, where everyone seems like they're drugged by replicator food to be preternaturally calm in almost all situations. So I guess that's about it I have to say. The Ash Tyler Voke, I will never, ever accept, ever. Jehoshaphat. Makes no sense. But I did find it really compelling. L'Rell's love and admiration for Voke, for the sacrifices he went through for their empire. You know, to her, just like the biggest hero ever. So I found that very compelling. So anyway, thanks for watching. And I'll have, what am I going to watch tomorrow? I'll probably watch Thor Ragnarok. Thanks for watching.